Alright, so this is repair work evidence for Jose Lopez, Statefarm claim. Today's weather, 76 degrees. Today is September 30th, 2025. This slope is northwest facing. Claim number 2089, C as in Charlie, 391, H as in hotel. This is the overview of the roof. Kind of give you a general idea. Lower slope, right elevation. That's where the ITEL was taken. Left elevation, front slope. You got 3 skylights. Overall condition of the roof. Fair amount of wind damage on this roof. It's got repairs from the past. This roof's about 18-20 years old. Homeowner's been trying to upkeep it as much as he can with repairs here. He's got a lot of repairs on this slope. Primarily, the wind is blowing from this way to over here. So general condition. So we're gonna do repair work evidence. Here's the back slope real quick. Got caulking, he's got leaks. He's got metal in the valley. You can hear it. Let me see if I can. So there's metal in the valley. Repairs on the ridge caps. And then just like I was saying, the wind is blowing from the forest over here. So he's got a lot of repairs done in the back slope. A lot of wind damage. A lot of repairs. He's got a lot of wind damage on this roof. You can see right there. Repairs down by the eaves. So this is, it's going to be the repair work evidence over here. So let's come back down. General condition of this roof. I mean, there's a lot of deterioration. See the fibers in the ridge caps. Fibers in the ridge. Granule loss. Lichen growth, a lot of granule loss, probably repairs. They've repaired this roof, and every time they repair it, it leaves the creases going on. Again, we don't know what the methods were when they did the repairs, but it seems like to be the pattern here. Every repair leaves a crease behind after doing the repair. So this is the shingle that we're going to be taking out. That's the area before we start anything. General condition, granule loss. It's the crease right here. Granule loss. There's no creases around the shingle. We're going to document ourselves taking the shingle out, put in a new shingle. And these shingles actually have staples. So taking the staple out, if I take a staple out, the hole's about this big as opposed to a nail where the hole's probably this big. So you got about an inch, maybe half an inch that's left behind. And here's the condition of this roof. I mean, you can see the fibers at this roof, this thing. Granules coming down. So these are the tools we're using. We got a putty knife right here, paintbrush, roof snake, hammer. So let's get started. Let's pan over one more time. Nothing has been done on these shingles. We're just gonna pan over. Just number them for us. See the general area before we start. No crease, just a whole bunch of granule loss. So let's go ahead and unseal these shingles. Get started. So the paintbrush actually is just to show the condition of how it is before and then after. So you can see the granules. Not as much movement coming off with the paintbrush. We'll do that same thing over here and see how much granules come off with the paintbrush once we're done. Just make sure you can see me right here. All right, let's turn this thing down. Cool. Now let's get started. We're going to unseal these shingles with a putty knife. Use as little force as possible to unseal these shingles. So I gotta use a little bit more force, but there's gonna be mat transfer right here. You can just feel it. right here. We'll change the tool for something that's going to make it easier. So for this one just alone, we're going to use the pry bar because it's stuck pretty much right here. You can start to see the crease starting to develop. Just taking this thing out. This thing is sealed in. Trying to limit as much force as possible, but you can see it's going to tear right here. You can see a hinge crease starting to develop on this shingle. Like you can see it right there. Hinge crease starting to develop right here. Using the putty knife, it's not going through. There's a lot of tar right here. Let's keep going. Make sure you can see. Cool. And this is going as careful as possible. We're just trying to unseal the shingle. You can see the initial tear right here. First tear. Number 6. You can see, if I move it around, you can see the pry bar right there. The shingle again is 18 to 20 years old. With the putty knife, it's not gonna go. I'm trying to unseal this thing. As you can see, it's still stuck. There you go, it's all right here. I'll leave it so you guys can see. First tear. Just unsealing the shingle. This is with light force. Alright, shingle's off. You can see the big old mat transfer. Let me show you. So this is where the shingle tore. Right there, you can see my finger through here. Massive glob of mat transfer. You can see the shingle from this to here, and there go the hole. So it still has mat transfer. Let me unseal it. I mean, yeah. Keep going. Let's try this in the rest. Over here. Cool. Shingles and shield. Start taking these staples out. These are nails right here, actually. So I think further down there is staples. When we took the eye-tail out, it was staples underneath. But here is nails. First nail. Second nail's right here. Third nail's right here. Third nail's out. Last one right here. There. Out. Let's take the next row out. Nails right here. Nails right here. And just 2 nails right here. 1, 2. Cool. All those are removed. Right board down. There you go. Here's the shingle. There's a lot of granules. All the granules that came off. Just taking this one out. Alright, so let's take a look at this shingle. Let's take a look at this shingle. You got a nail pull through right here. Nail pull through right there. Nails are fine. Nails are fine. A little bit of mat transfer. Not a whole lot. Not like the over here at number 6. Nail came out okay there. So as far as all the nails, there's only 2 pull throughs, which is this one and this one. You can see a little bit of mat transfer here and there. Let's check the back, see what kind of shingle this is. There it doesn't show. See the general condition of the shingle. So this is general. I mean, this thing is like super brittle. This thing is at the end of its life. Hey, look at that. This thing is so brittle. Let's put the new shingle in. Put the 3-tab in. Same, all 3 tabs are using the same size. 36 inch. So let me show you the area before we put the nails back in. Alright, here we go. So general area around the shingle. Starting to see a little crease right here. This one's starting to very slightly, but and then here's a tear. Alright, let's get started. Let's put the shingle back in. So this one we're going to use the roof snake to mitigate lifting the shingle up higher than 45 degrees. Grab the roof snake. Cool. Hammer, roof snake. Let's grab these nails. Let's put the first one in. Grab these nails. Started. So when I put these shingles in, put the nail in actually, just notice like the granules coming down. Probably see a whole bunch come down, but let's take a look. You see them coming down right here. They'll probably start to pull right here once we're finished. First nail in. stud nail. Let's put the last couple ones in. So we got 3 right here. Third one. See the grains right here. Last nail right here. All nails are in. So let me let me show you the hole. I get the paintbrush. So this is after the repair. So you can start to see a crease develop a lot more here. Let me use the brush to show you. So if you look here, I mean, the grain's been coming off since we started doing the repair. But you got that one right there. Starting to come down. All grain is right here. Oh, like right here. You can see the grain is. You can even hear it. That's from the repair. Let's go here. Something to develop a crease. Let's see. Let's do a tap. You can. I mean, all the grain is right here. It's one same thing. Something increase. Check the fourth one. This one's with the tear. You can see the grain is coming down right here. We can hear it. Let's go to the next row. So this one, creasing right there. Little tap. How many creases? Right there. Let's check this one. Okay, that one's pretty predominant. There you go. So during this repair, shingles that got damaged, just doing a wrong repair. This one tore. This one tore right there. And then there's mat transfer right there. This one, number 5, creased. You can even, I'll just trace it so you can see it. Boom. Number 7, it's got a crease as well. I'll trace it just to be safe. Boom. And then part of number 8, this one creased as well. Well, number 8's right there, but creases right here. So this is just repairing one shingle. So during this process, you got one tear, with mat transfer, nail pull throughs that was visible on this shingle. You got creasing and developing. So that's the repair work evidence for Mr. Jose Lopez.